Greetings, my unbelievable No More Fear 2020 V family all around the world. This is your officially most gorgeous upline ever, with the exception of Dato Sri Vijay and Japadas Bismarck. And I'm excited this week because we are going into week 4. We are starting 2020. We just finished ICE with 100 over of our top leaders, top V ambassadors, and we are sending them back home, all right, to rock the V world. And we are right now starting ISB today, where we have close to 400 warriors who are coming to have that paradigm shift and paradigm shift and paradigm shift, all right, to come back to you as better uplines, better downlines, all right, with one focus that max out must happen this year. And on this Wednesday message, I've been spending so much time talking to so many people, all right, at ICE, the corporate warriors of the V, qnet, Q lifestyle, okay, spending so much time with the founders, Dato Sri Vijay and Japadas Bismarck. And I realized one thing, and I want you to listen very carefully, okay, and I'm going to say chief style, okay. Now, from the day I signed up until today, my journey, okay, in this business is considered one part of my life journey. And this is, I remember what Dato Sri Vijay told me many years ago, and I was recollecting this last night, that throughout, from the time you're born till you die, all right, you live different parts of your life in different situations, all right, different parts of your journey, all right. It's one journey, but it comprises with many different journeys depending on the decisions you take, where your family goes, your school, high school, university, career. And today, all of you watching this video and me sitting here, we are on one journey we have chosen, the journey of financial freedom with this great company called qnet. And there's one thing I remember Dato Sri taught me long time ago, is that every journey you take in life, there is 3 possibilities of what can happen to you. All right, firstly, the best is that you grow, and that segment of your life contributed, your experiences, the people that were there with you contributed to your growth tremendously. The second option is stagnation. That means nothing happened to you. From the last journey to this journey, you are still the same. The environment changed, everything changed. You may have changed jobs, joined qnet, all right, went from primary to secondary school, single to married, all right, that you crossed into a new journey, but you were stagnant, that you did not evolve, you did not grow, you did not change, and that's bad. And the third, which is the worst, is that when you jumped into a journey, you deteriorated. You actually became worse. You lost whatever value system, whatever positivity, whatever growth that you had before. You lost it all. And these 3 types of things can happen to you on every journey that you begin in your journey of life. Now, most of us and all of us, if you look at the journey of childhood, from the time we were born until we were like 12, our childhood, when we were kids, all right, we had the most tremendous growth. It is difficult or almost impossible to find a child that doesn't laugh at everything, to find a child that is intrigued by new knowledge, who's hungry to understand things, to learn new things. It's impossible to find a child who doesn't believe in everything he or she hears with absolute faith and an empty cup. So if you look at that childhood, all right, your growth was tremendous. It peaked. It was almost like this. You understand? And then you went into your teenage years. And many people actually grow towards their teenage years also. But many people deteriorated. Because that's when you experience things you don't like. You're getting your heart broken. All right, losing friends, acquiring bad habits which will destroy your life. Your relationship with your parents and your siblings become a bit estranged because now your ego is growing bigger. All right, and then you go into this journey of high school or university and you start a new journey, and educationally you're supposed to acquire the most knowledge and grow. But there's also a lot of people who give up on their dreams in university, all right, who get sick and tired with the concept of education and knowledge, all right, who most probably made the biggest mistakes in relationships and decisions that could have almost destroyed them. And then the next journey, all right, called the era of the job, where you actually go 9 to 5, go to work, come back home, 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 all right, and you stop growing. You learn something new, but internally, your personality, your emotions, your feelings, your belief system, all of that gets destroyed the most in the time where we work 9 to 5 in jobs we don't love, with bosses we hate, all right, and earn not enough money to even make the smallest dream become a reality. And most of mankind deteriorate badly during that time. And that's the reason why society is like this today. Depressed, sad, and happiness is almost a collector's item. It is so scarce and difficult to find. Now, to all of you watching this video, you were lucky, all right, and blessed, in my opinion, that you made that decision to start a new journey, which most people do not. They stay in that job journey for the rest of their life and they die broke, depressed, unhappy, unfulfilled. But you, thanks to the person who showed you the presentation, thanks to the person who called you and said, can I meet you in Starbucks for 20 minutes? You said yes to qnet. All right, and you started an adventure of a lifetime, and you started to grow tremendously. You started to learn about the world, financial freedom, network marketing, human relationships, the power of the dream, resilience, be a warrior, never give up. So many things that Dato Sri Vijay taught you, shared with you on VCon, at Zone, what you learned at ISB, all right, or from your upline trainings, from the Wednesday message, from all the videos on VTube Plus. And you grew and you grew and you grew and you grew and you grew. All right, it was almost unbelievable that your whole lifetime of growth was nothing compared to the growth you had at the beginning of your journey with qnet and the V. But now, there is a danger. When you are in a journey long enough, it may be the same journey, but people can deteriorate. People can stop growing. People can become stagnant, all right, and deteriorate and die. And the biggest challenge I face in network marketing are people who stay in this business but are actually on a downturn. People who know everything about the business. They have all the knowledge. They attended every VCon from day one. And they're asking themselves, why am I not maxing out? Why am I not up on stage as a V partner, AVP, V counsel? Why am I not in the inner circle of Dato Sri Vijay Ishwaran, the great one? And the answer is simple. That you have stopped growing. That you have become stagnant. That your belief system is depleting day by day. That the people you used to not listen to, today are influencing who you are. That the world is defining you. You are not defining the world like when you first started. That every challenge you face knocked you down and down and down and down and down. And you wonder, what's wrong? I'm in this journey. I found my dream at VCon 2009 or 2019. But I'm not feeling the magic. I'm not feeling the power. I'm not feeling switched on like you, Chief, or like Japa or Dato Sri Vijay. How do you maintain that energy? There is no supplement we secretly take. That the fact of the matter, my greatest achievement, all right, has not been money. My greatest achievement, thanks to Dato Sri Vijay, is that I've never stopped growing. That the minute he senses that I am stagnant or I'm deteriorating, boom, he hits me like a truck, like a train, to wake me up and pull me out of that sticky, gooey, negative comfort zone. So your challenge is not to find a better system. Your challenge is not to analyze your upline and see whether you have the right upline. Your challenge is not to analyze the comp plan or the products or what QNet is doing. Your greatest challenge is that you are sliding downwards in every aspect that you had, every characteristic that you had when you were at the top of your game, when you were growing the most, your checks were huge, all right, your organization loved you, your relationships were powerful, all right, you were rocking it, your modules on stage were inspiring, better than mine, and suddenly now you're feeling the slide downwards, and the only person to blame is you, because you have stopped growing. And this is the greatest, biggest mistake any networker can make, whether a beginner or a max out king or queen. Because I have seen the greatest max out kings or queens also deteriorate. And the only reason for this is arrogance, is self-belief that is destructive. That you start believing in your own hype, that you think you don't need to grow anymore, that your cup is full, you're not willing to empty it because you think you know better than everyone around you, upline, downline, crossline, Dato Sri Vijay Japa, chief. That you have stopped learning, that your hunger and desire for money and max out is still strong, but you fail to understand the only reason you maxed out was because you were on a path of growth. And as long as you are part of deterioration, you will lose your organization. You will lose the love and respect of your downlines. Alright, you will lose that magic that is within you. Because you simply stop growing. That your cup has become full and you think you know the formula when you fail to understand that you are the formula. And when you start deteriorating, you start to blame others, you start to analyze others, you start to question everything around you, even your government, even God sometimes, as moronic as it is. But you fail to understand that it is you, that you have stopped growing. So the key to remain on top of the game like Dato Sri Vijay, the key to be a max out king, not for 1 week, but for a decade, 2 decades, is to always keep growing, always recognizing the fact that you have something to learn, that who you were last year, you must change this year, right? You must change every day, you must evolve, you must grow, that who you think you are is not perfect, is far from perfection, and you need to evolve and change. And your hands must always be open like this to receive whatever people are willing to give you to help you grow. So this Wednesday, empty your cup. Be honest with yourself that you are sliding down and it's time for you to turn and start growing again. And growth is not only about the size of your check. Growth is how empty your cup is. Your willingness to change, your willingness to learn, your willingness to admit that you are far from being the person you are meant to be. Your willingness to listen to a complete stranger, alright, and all your mentors who are there to help you recognize the fact that what do you require to grow. Are you with me? So this year, 2020, this Wednesday message, face the truth. You are sliding downwards. It is time to climb upwards. So humble yourself, empty your cup, and grow.